Hey guys, Terry here. I am working this morning on finishing up one of these Christmas layouts. I have all the pictures on the 2 pages here. It's a Christmas layout. And on this side, you're supposed to cut the ornaments out of this Echo Park Christmas paper and then put the ornaments on the side there. So I'm going to use my builder ScanNCut to do the fussy cutting. So let's get started here. I'm going to go into Scan, Direct Cut. Going to leave it on color mode. This is the first time I'm using it on my IKEA cabinet here. It's not very deep, so I might be turning it sideways here so that it has more room, but this will work. Notice how it's scanned, and I don't want to cut out all the ornaments, so I think I'm just going to do maybe half the page or so. Maybe just have it do so many here. Let's do that many. So I'm hoping that it recognizes the bulbs on top of this brown paper. So we may have to play with the contrast. See what it does here. Okay, I paused the video for a second because it did take it a little while, but really it saw the ornaments on top of that brown, so I love that. Now I'm going to tell it to ignore the object size because I don't want all these little pieces cut out. It wouldn't hurt anything if it did cut it out, but I just want to show you this feature. Those are really small, and these are probably over 1.5 inch. So I'm going to tell it to ignore it. I also notice on this one it's just cutting the top and not the whole thing. This is red on that tan, so maybe it couldn't see it. So I'm going to tell it to ignore this stuff, and if you notice, slowly it's graying these things out because it's not getting them. I'll just do a bunch of them, kind of till I see the majority of them go away. A couple there at the top, a couple of these little doodads over here, maybe a little bit more. If I go too far, I can always make it small again. I'm kind of watching for this one up here to go away. And there, it went away. Okay, awesome. There's got this star one on here, but I'm not going to worry about that. Well, let me try one more. There, it went away. See, that one went away? Okay, sorry about the dogs. Somebody's walking by. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to tell it to cut. And start. Okay, so that took about a minute. I'm real happy with how it scanned. So let's see how it did here. I noticed some of them are maybe jagged, and some of them it didn't get the ornament top. But overall, that was still quicker than cutting them out by hand. So I think the trick is maybe playing with the contrast because like I noticed this one here, it cut, that one was red and it wasn't seeing it on top of the tan. So I think if I had adjusted the contrast, it would have seen the red in difference with the tan. But yeah, overall I like it. It was these white ones that had the most trouble, and like I said, I think if I had changed the contrast. But I got a lot of them, and that will help me with that page. This one, it missed the top, so I'm not sure why. I can always fussy cut that one out. It was black on top, so maybe it didn't see the black on the beige. But I could cut that out when I glue it onto my scrapbook page. So I love it. I'm going to go put them on the page and see how this page looks. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to use their page here as a guide, and I'm trying to think of what I'm going to use to make the lines on here with. I think I'll maybe just use a red marker and arrange them on here. So cute. I like this black one. Lap them or so. So pretty. Get them all off here and decide how to arrange them. I'm trying to, actually, this one I can use if I put behind something. There's a lot of red. Let's see. I think we'll just start gluing down and make sure we have red. Maybe this is too many of them. Let's see. I could pop some of them up too. That'd be pretty. Some pop dots out. Couldn't wait for Saturday to get here. It's been a long week. So my husband is golfing this morning. He gets up early Saturday morning to golf. The weather's getting nice. So I have the morning to be in my scrapbook room. My plan today is to do some, get some journaling done on those layouts that I finished at my crop. I find it hard to journal at the crops because all of us ladies are usually chit-chatting, which is the purpose of the crops. But I want to come home and have some quiet time and do the journaling, look in my notes to see what we did on the different trips and occasions. So I'll journal and then get those put in the books. And Easter is next weekend, so I hope the kids are over and they can look through their scrapbooks. When we moved, I have the scrapbooks downstairs, so they're in the living room and we can get them out and look at them more often. That's why we make them, so we get them out and use them. So, let's do this one. That one I'm going to put underneath, just to hide that it doesn't have the top there. We'll pop this one up. And then I think what I'm going to do is get my ruler out. I think I want a big, they had ribbon on the example layout. I think I just want to use a black marker. Let me see if I have my Sharpie. Where's my Sharpies? I'm just going to do a black line to make this quick. Okay. Alright, you see how that's going to go. So I think that's going to look pretty good. I like it. These are the Scrapbook Generation kits, and I'll put a link to my other video where I talk about what comes in the kit. I really love their layouts. And there's my layout. I think I will either add a tagged journal or put it down here. I definitely want to include the year. This was just last December. So thanks guys, and I hope you're having fun in your craft room this weekend. Thanks.